He won't get there, and they will dash back for the second run. The ball picked up yards inside the boundary at that point position, and they sprint back for the second run. He was looking to hit that one probably over the extra cover position for a boundary or maybe a six, but didn't quite get hold of it, and it went off the outer face of the bat, spiraling away down to the point area. Got a couple of runs. The score is 6 for no wicket. Kenjigi is in. This is flatter and driven into the offside. Goes to cover. And the batsman cannot score. Looks to be the captain there, who is Devon Thomas, there to do the fielding. And now just making a change to the field. He's asking the man at mid-wicket to go to a forward square leg position, almost in line with umpire Bernard Joseph at square leg. And the man who is at that forward square leg position on a boundary has been pushed away to his left. So he's just in front of square on the boundary. Kenjigi is in. Another and it's out LBW. So again, trying the reverse sweep to a full length ball from Kenjigi, and Yuri Smith has been adjudged LBW by umpire Leslie Reefer Jr. So an early blow struck by the Golden Eagles. They removed the dangerous Yuri Smith in the first over of the match. They're 6 for 1. PIC Liberta Blackhawks with Yuri Smith going back LBW to Kenjigi. 6 for 1 in over number 1.
A great breakthrough there from Kenjigi for the Bethesda Golden Eagles. Exactly the start they were looking for. But you must say, pretty poor batting there by Yuri Smith. He never settled, never gave himself a chance to have a look. And trying to play reverse sweeps of the first couple of deliveries that you face, always going to put yourself in trouble. So he's gone LBW to Kenjigi, 6 for 1 in the first over. And as I say, exactly the start Bethesda will be looking for, because the two opening partners have been in fine form. Smith, before the start of this innings, had racked up some 168 runs in the tournament at a strike rate of 124. Coffee James, by the way, is on 185 runs before this inning started, with a strike rate of 151. And George Munsey today with his 55 takes him up to 206. Would be the leading run scorer. So Coffee James needs at least 21 or so to pass that.
So spin from both ends. Anthony Martin starts from the commentary box, or southern end, and a single off his first delivery. The batsman Kofi James opened the batting, went out at the start of the innings to open the batting with Yuri Smith facing his first ball, and a single down towards the long on position. So he's on 1. The score 7 for 1. Anthony Martin just asking the fielder at that straightish mid-wicket position to come a few paces away to his left. And he'll bowl to Karima Gore, who's coming at number 3. Leg spin is in, and Karima Gore is trying to whip the ball through the square leg area. Doesn't make contact. And Anthony Martin sprints up the pitch. He's very enthusiastic about his game, always full of confidence, always brimful in his approach. Anthony Martin, the former West Indies leg spinner. He tosses the ball from right to left.
Always got the great attitude.
And so he bounces in now to bowl to Karima Gore, flicks it away down to the fielder at that deep straight mid-wicket position, and they cross for 1. Kofi James looking for second, but Karima Gore spotted the danger. The fielder was quickly onto it, and the return came in on the bounce to the wicket keeper, Josh Thomas, behind the stumps. Correction, that's not Josh Thomas. Josh Thomas keeps for Liberta. It's in fact Darren Benter who keeps for the Golden Eagles,
who performed the run out last night off the last ball to get Bethesda into the final tonight.
Yes, he crouches now as Martin is in, and clipped away down to the short fine leg position. The return comes in, and the fielder there having an on-arm return to Darren Benter, not gathered by the wicketkeeper. It was a difficult return. It was low and just slightly away from the stumps as well, and the batsman was able to scamper a run. So Martin is in, and this is a ball down the leg side, called wide by umpire Bernard Joseph, as the batsman had a swing and missed, and taken by the wicket keeper. So the extra has pushed the score to 10 for 1. This is over number 2 in progress. PIC Liberta Blackhawks batting in the final. This is clipped away down to the driven, in fact, down towards the long on position. And it's Jamal Fernandez who has to rush around to his right to retrieve. And the batsman fleet-footed between the stumps. They came back for the second. Karima Gore settles over his bat now. And here is Martin Interbowl to him. And he's driving down the ground absolutely straight. A challenging run here, and the ball beats the field into the boundary, and that's 4 runs. Tremendous stroke by Karima Gore. A ball up to him from Anthony Martinelli. Drove it absolutely straight. And the mid-on, who was a bit wide as well, the long-on I should say, could not get around Jamal Fernandez, and that one sped away for 4. So the runs are flowing. We've had 2 overs, and the score is 16 for 1. 16 for 1. The casualty, the early casualty being Yuri Smith. It was LBW to Kenjigi with the score on 6.
Yeah, excellent shot there by Karima Gore to finish that over. Not a bad over by Anthony Martin though. He was bowling it stump to stump basically, just trying to keep these Liberta batsmen in check. But Gore played a lovely stroke to finish that one.
Kenjigi with his second over and third of the innings pushed away towards mid-wicket. The fielder at forward square leg has to run around. That's Fernandez, and they get an easy single. 17 now is the score.
Yeah, and Gore between the started before the start of this innings, 102 runs for the tournament, striking at 170. So Bethesda will be aware that they need to keep taking wickets. It's very strong and powerful Liberta batting lineup.
Karima Gore on 7 comes in to strike. Kofi James on 3. 17 for 1 in the third over. Kenjigi, the left arm spin is in. And this is swung away, and it has gone away over the backward square leg position. I think it has gone beyond the rope. The umpire there is signaling. He's signaling 4. So it fell just short. Was very, very close to that rope at backward square. Gore was quickly into that half pull, half sweep to a ball which was well up to him, and he swung it away lustily, and it fell just short of the rope. A boundary pushes the score to 21 for 1 over number 3 in progress. This time he's punching the ball back on the offside of the pitch. The return hits the stumps, and the appeal went up, but umpire Bernard Joseph is just walking in to make sure that the repair is done to the stumps.
Excellent bit of fielding though there by Kenjigi, but Gore looks like he means business tonight. That sweep shot to backward square leg was excellent.
He's on 11. 3 to Kofi James, who hasn't had a lot of the strike. And here is Kenjigi, and this is hit high in the air. The fielder at long on is settling onto it. Will he take the catch? Well, he tried to lob it in the air to take the rebound, because he was close to the rope and he could not keep himself inside the boundary, but he pushed it too far ahead of him and was not able to get the rebound. So a chance in effect going down there. Kofi James, correction, Karima Gore. So
very unlucky that though, Jack. I mean, he was judging it very nicely, but he realized he was too close to the rope. He just threw it up too far away from himself to take it on the rebound.
Yes. Kenjigi bowls another delivery. It's pushed back to the bowler. Dot ball. 23 for 1. Gore on 13. Kofi James on 3. Smith dismissed with the score on 6. Here is a ball which is turned away towards the square leg position, and this fielder coming off the boundary doesn't get there. The one inside the circle runs back to retrieve, and they go for an easy single. And so the score at the end of the third over, 24 for no wicket. 24 for no wicket. They're going at 8 per over in this final of the Smooth T20 explosion here at the Coolidge Cricket Grounds, an international venue and the home of Cricket West Indies.
Yeah, good solid start by Liberta Blackhawks. And Bethesda, little unlucky there. The fielder at long on just couldn't quite toss it up within his reach. He took the catch all right, but the force of the shot carried him over the rope. Nevertheless, it's still in this, especially with the the wicket of Yuri Smith. It was a very, very important partnership to break. And now it looks like we're going to have one of the heroes from last night in Calvin Pittman, who defended 8 off the last over to enable Bethesda to reach the final tonight. So this should be very interesting. He had a little trouble with his rhythm last night in his run-up, his approach to the crease. If he can get that right, he certainly got the pace to trouble these batsmen.
Yes, one of the young fast bowling prospects in Antigua, Kelvin Pittman, tall, certainly has the physical structure of a fast bowler, and he'll be hoping that his pace can tell, and the accuracy with the combination of pace to produce the goods here for Caribbean Union Bank, Bethesda Golden Eagles. So he's a key component in the wheel of the Bethesda side. First ball is lifting, and he gets on top of it. Karima Gore just drops it into the onside, and they go for the quick single. Another feature of the batting of the Hawks certainly be in the running between the wickets, and they have some fast movers.
Yeah, definitely, Jack, and that was excellent batting there by Karima Gore. It was good delivery, good first up delivery by Pittman. But he got on top of it, rode the bounce, just dropped it at his feet basically, and took off straight away. Great understanding between these two batsmen, Gore and James.
25 for 1 over number 4 in progress. 1 ball delivered. Kelvin Pittman, the fast bowler, right arm over the wicket, runs in to bowl to Kofi James. James is playing and missing. I think he was undone there by the pace of that delivery. A little bit flat-footed in terms of his movement, but he missed it outside the line of the off stump, looking to play with almost a horizontal bat.
Yeah, it was a quick delivery, Jack, but the feet didn't move at all. The hands went. Nothing else moved, so you need to be careful of that, does James.
Yes, he has been very, very attacking and has produced the goods. Faces the bowling of Pittman, gets a ball which he hammers down the mid-off position and scurry for a run. That one he was looking to maybe hit through the onside, but the ball was quickly onto him, and almost a tennis shot. He played it down to the mid-off area, fielder inside the 30-yard circle, and so they had to move very, very briskly, and they did so. Yeah. Karima Gore, fleet-footed between the wickets, was up at the keeper's end very, very quickly.
Yeah, once again, even a mistimed shot. They're so quick between the wickets, and a great understanding. Bethesda in the field will need to be very, very aware of that.
James on 4, Gore on 15 on strike, and plays it nicely into the offside. Just rolling the wrist there, just jerking the wrist as the ball made contact with the bat, and it went flying, but straight to the fielder inside the 30-yard circle at that extra cover position. Then he retakes his guard. Karima Gore plays for the United States in one internationals, and really quite a significant member of this Blackhawks team, with tremendous all-round ability. Not only bats well, but he bowls left arm spin, and he's an excellent fielder, probably the best fielder I should not say the best fielder. Here is a ball which is hammered over the top, 6 runs. Tremendous shot by Karima Gore. Oh, that was beautifully executed. It was hit with a lot of power, and there was timing as well. It was short, and as if he was waiting on it, and he smashed it into the building away to the eastern side of the Coolidge Cricket Grounds, and it hit almost the roof area there and came back onto the field. It was a fantastic stroke. It
was a great shot there by Karima Gore. Short again by Pittman. He should know that he needs to pitch it up. That's Gore's strength, and he pulled that in a flash forward of square. So you know he's seen them good, and the track's playing well when you can hit them that well and that quick forward of square.
He's on the 21, 32 for 1 in over number 4. And here's he trying to turn the ball away. Looked as if it hit the thigh pad. That was the last ball of the over. So one in which Karima Gore hit a massive 6 over the mid-wicket area, just hammering that ball away, hitting it with tremendous authority. 32 for 1 after 4 overs, so they're still going at 8 runs per over early in this cool and smooth T20 explosion final against the Caribbean Union Bank Bethesda Golden Eagles here at the Coolidge Cricket Grounds, with 21 off the bat of Karima Gore and Kofi James on 4.
Yes, and they're maintaining that solid 8-run run rate, 8 runs per over so far, but Gore looks in business. 21 already out of a total of 32 as Anthony Martin swaps ends. He'll be coming in from the northern end. Bethesda realize they need to keep taking wickets to try and restrict this powerful Liberta Blackhawks team, but Gore looks ominous, that's for sure.
So here is Anthony Martin switching ends, and the ball is driven, and he goes for that as if it was a catch. Ball hit hard into the ground.
Very keen, Jack. Very keen.
Yes. He just waited, and then he
Great
clutched it with both hands and then fell away. Bowler gives the batsman, the batsman gives the bowler the charge. That's Kofi James, but doesn't get a hold of it, and it's going very, very close to the boundary. Won't get to the boundary. They come back for the third run. So he gave Anthony Martin the charge there, and I believe Anthony saw him coming, and he just put it a little bit away from him. Did not get over the ball enough, skied it down to the backward point area. The fielders inside the 30-yard circle could not get around to it, could not get back to that, and they scored for 3. 35 the score, clipped away towards the square leg position. No, because it's picked up by the fielder rushing in from the forward square leg position.
Yeah, that previous delivery was beaten in flight, was James, but the fielder.
Here is Anthony Martin. This is a flatted delivery and hammered through the extra cover position for 4. The fielder at mid-off inside the circle could not get around. The timing was superb there from Karima Gore. He's on fire tonight, and he hit that one beautifully, punching that one off the back foot, and it sped away for a boundary. He's on to 25, and the score is on to 39 for 1. Here is Anthony Martin, the leg spinner. He's driving this time. Doesn't quite get a hold of it though, but they look for the second. He'll get it because the long on has to run away and run in as well to retrieve that, and they're quickly back for the second run.
Excellent running again between these two, but Gore is the man at the moment. He's everything is coming off the middle of the bat. He looks in fine form tonight as the crowd builds here in a floodlit Coolidge. Big final, Jack.
Big final, 41 for 1. He's on 27, Karima Gore, and he tries to hit the ball into the onside. The fielder running in, doesn't pick up the first attempt, and what looked to be a dangerous single turned out to be a comfortable one as they scampered. Was it a leg by? Did he get bat onto that?
Leg by.
There was a leg by signal from umpire Leslie Reefer Jr. We have had 5 overs completed, and after 5 overs they're 42 for 1. So they've had a good power play so far. 1 over to come, and in fact 2. Yes, 1 over to come after in the power play, because 5 have already been delivered.
Yes, and Gore on 27. He's looking very ominous, as we say. Bethesda just need to keep chipping away. Pretty loose in the field. There was a chance for a runner off the last ball, and that ball that Martin floated as when he saw the charging Kofi James come. Thought the fielder there, it might have been Fernandez, who had trouble in the last over last night with his fielding. Just couldn't get back to it, and lobbed over his head. So
a change as the former West Indies on the 19 all-rounder. Naeem Young is into the attack. His first ball is defended by Karima Gore. And there is no run. 41 for 1. Yuri Smith, the man who fell, he was LBW to the left-arm spinner Kenjigi when the score was on 6 in the very first over. But since the advent of Karima Gore, he has been really smashing the ball. 42 for 1. Gore on 27. Faces the bowling of Naeem Young outside the off stump wide. So that was pitched wide, and he went even further away. And Karima Gore did not offer because he knew it was wide outside that off stump and would have been called by umpire Bernard Jose. 43 for 1.
Important for overs this jump by Naeem Young. He's got to produce the goods tonight for Bethesda. They'll be looking at him as a wicket taker tonight.
And he strides in. Right arm move the wicket into bowl to Gore, and Gore is waiting on this delivery and dabs it down to the backward point position. They set off for the run. These two are very, very quick between the wickets. And there's a good communication as well, because once that ball was played, Kofi James was ready at the non-striker's end, and they sped through for the single. Score inches on to 44 for 1, and he's on to 28 with that single. Karima Gore. 28-7 is Kofi James, who has come into strike. Hasn't had a lot of the strike, but he can strike the ball quite a distance. Kofi James, tall, and here's he flashing outside the line of the off stump. Not being able to make contact. Again, the feet not going anywhere.
No, he's just throwing the hands at it tonight. So far is Kofi James, which is unlike him, unlike what we've seen so far in the tournament. But the feet aren't going anywhere, Jack.
Yes. Perhaps you just need to maybe do a bit of a skip out in the middle right now, just to get the blood flowing. Here is Naeem Young into bowl to him. And again, he's just lounging at that ball. He was outside the line of the off stump, and it's within the bounds as well, and taken by the wicket keeper. So perhaps Karima Gore should probably communicate that to him, because sometimes batsmen are not quite aware of their deficiency at that point in time, and maybe he feels that his feet are moving, but they're not. Karima Gore went up and said something to him. I hope that was the message. Here is Naeem Young on his way, and he's turning the ball into the forward square leg position. The mid-wicket has some running to do just on the edge of the 30-yard circle, and they're able to get a run. And so you could see that he's not happy as he comes to that non-striker's end, Kofi James, that he's not happy with the work that he has been able to do so far in this innings. He looks on as Karima Gore, who is in a blaze of glory at the moment. Outside the off stump, he slashes and misses, taken by the wicket keeper. And that's the end of the over from Naeem Young. A good over for him, because only 4 runs came from it. I think it was 3 runs. It was 42 for 1 when he started. So he's now 45 for 1 after 6 overs. The power play has been completed. It will be more from Terry, and then it will be the voice of Vernon Springer.
Yes, very good over there by Naeem Young, and